Hey guys, it's ESFan001 here, welcoming you to another one of those weekly trophy list update videos. So today's date is Monday, August 19th, 2019. So this will have covered August 12th through 18th of 2019. So I don't think this is going to be as long of an episode because there wasn't that much progress done this week. I was really busy with a lot of other stuff this week, so didn't make a whole lot of overall progress. Didn't earn any new platinums this week, but worked on a handful of games. 2 games I got trophies in. 1 game I made a little bit of progress in. That was Destiny 2. I got maybe 1 more exotic, so that's really all there is to say about that. I really need to go in and finish. Where is it? Where is Destiny 2? I don't know why it skipped down like that. Man, it's been a while since I've earned a trophy in it. Okay, here we go. So, I mean, the collections badge is coming along, but I should really go ahead and finish that because that's pretty much story related, as well as that would be pretty easy. So I should at least go back and finish those in the next couple of weeks. I need to stop being lazy and actually go and do that because those are both fairly easy. And then another note is that, I think I've brought this up before, but Just Cause 4's last DLC has been announced, Danger Rising. So it actually looks like the trophies are a little bit more complicated in this one. They're all miscellaneous. I would assume they probably aren't going to be missable because that's not usually how Just Cause games go, but I'm not 100% sure about that because if it's like the main game, then enemies pretty much disappear once you complete the main story, so it's going to be much harder to do a lot of these. So this one seems like it'll be easy. Grapple to an agent who's using their grapple hook through the air and kick them. That should be really easy. That's probably going to be kind of unmissable. Ride a friendly agent drone for 1,000 meters without getting off. That's probably pretty easy as well. This one looks like fun. Defeat an agent riding an agency drone while riding one of your own. It doesn't say how. You just have to probably shoot them. So that's probably pretty easy. That's probably going to be almost unmissable as well. 10 enemies during a single ride. You see, that's like one of those where I think that you might be in trouble if you don't do it during the main story. The DLC looks really, really good. I gotta say, it looks like it's going to be great. It looks like it's going to be as good or better than anything from Just Cause 3 or 4. But it also kind of looks like it might be a send-off for the franchise. I've mentioned that before. We'll have to see. I hope it's not the end of the franchise, but given that Just Cause 4 was pretty below quality of 3 and 2, you never really know. This is presumably the story trophy. This one, 200 kilometers with the hoverboard for 10 seconds while grappled to a vehicle. I would assume you could do that with like grappling to the back of a plane or something. Ride it for a total of 10,000 meters. That's super easy. And then complete all the hoverboard courses in 20 seconds or less. So I don't know what those are going to be, and I hope that they're not, I hope that you can replay them. That's my assumption, is that you'll be able to replay them, like the challenges from Just Cause 3 or the ones from Daredevils of Destruction. But we'll see, so that's all been announced. Someone was saying on one of my streams that another Minecraft DLC has been announced, but I haven't seen it yet. It hasn't, if it has been, the trophy list hasn't been updated for it. I mean, I know that there will be more Minecraft DLC in the future, but you never know when or what it'll be exactly. It would be kind of nice if they stop releasing DLC trophies. I'm fine if they want to keep releasing DLC because I still enjoy playing the game, but I wish they'd stop with DLC trophies because it just, it's a little bit tedious having to keep going back for it. So I only got trophies in 2 games this week. One of them was Uncharted 3, so I earned 2 trophies in it this week, and let's see if we can find them. I earned this one, the 50 in-your-face medals, which requires you to do 5 taunts over dead enemies in a single game, easily boosted. So I earned that one yesterday, actually. Still haven't earned anything in Fort Co-op, and I don't think I earned anything in here. No, I already had that trophy. Shades, I don't think I earned anything in here either. Nope, so it was down here. Where is it? Double Down. Those are basically... You would think they'd be double kills, but they're actually easier than that. It's basically just 2 kills within really about 30 seconds of each other. So, I mean, with the way that Uncharted is structured, it takes longer to kill people, so it makes sense that you'd have a little more time. But that's actually pretty easy. I mean, that one you might get through natural... You might have gotten through natural play back in the day, but it was very easily boosted. So that's another trophy done. So I got 2 new trophies done in that game. We're up to 59% in it. Like I said, 75% should be doable if I keep going at it. is let me give you guys a little update on where I am on some of my other trophies in the game. So I don't have any elimination wins. I haven't done most of the co-op trophies yet. I have 18 out of the 50 retaliation medals, which are revenge kills, but that's one of the fastest to boost when I eventually get around to it. Right now, the boosting group I'm with is mostly just focused on quick wins in the different game modes, and I should be able to get a lot of these other medals that are needed to be cleaned up in the 3-team deathmatch, because that requires only 3 people that each have split screen, so that's at least a little bit easier in that sense. Although it still requires a good number of wins. I mean, it requires then 150 games to be played, even though they aren't necessarily long matches. I have 17 out of the 50 fist cuff medals, which are 3 melee kills, but that only works in some game modes. Like, I've only been able to get it to work so far in team deathmatch. Then don't have any team objective wins. I have 17 out of the 25 triple threat medals, which are 3 long gun, 3 handgun, and 3 explosive kills in a single game. So I'm making progress on that. I mean, I'm pretty close to being done with that, and that's a silver, so that'll count for a little bit more. I haven't finished any of the treasure sets. Well, actually, that's not true. I finished a couple of the treasure sets so far. I've gotten an okay number of treasures. I mean, like I said, I already wrote that off a while back as not being doable in time unless they push back the server shutdown by a month. I haven't gotten any detonator medals. I've got 26 out of the 50 gunslinger medals, which are 3 sidearm kills in team deathmatch or deathmatch modes. Haven't gotten any objective points. I've got 38 out of 50 3-strike medals, which are 3 kill streaks, very easy during boosting. I've got 25 out of 53 kickback king medals, which requires you to do 3 medal kickbacks in a game. That's pretty easy to boost as well. Haven't gotten any gatekeepers or hang-in-theirs or 3-team deathmatch wins. I've got 7 out of 50 high 5 medals, which are getting high 5 in competitive, like by sort of splitting the damage on an enemy. It's a little bit finicky to make it work. It doesn't always want to work, but I've made a little progress on that, and that's not really too hard to boost. Then we have 17 out of 50 Fragga medals, which is 3 grenade kills in Team Deathmatch. I have 4 out of 50 Power Killer medals, which is 3 power weapon kills in a match. I don't have any Here Hold This, which I believe is grenade throwbacks. I don't have any If It Bleeds, but that's co-op. I don't have any in the soft spot, that's co-op. I have 21 out of 50 Plunder wins, which is good, so made a good amount of progress on that, because Plunder might be is one of the longer game modes to do, because... Well, that's actually not true. You can do Plunder pretty fast now that I think about it. Yeah, actually, Plunder is one of the faster game modes. I don't know why I said that, because it can actually go pretty quickly. I have no Executioner medals, which is in Team Objective. I have 36 out of 50 Headhunter medals, which is 3 headshots in a match in like Team Deathmatch. I have 38 out of 50 Team Deathmatch wins, which is good, so pretty close to being done with that. Only a few more. I might actually finish that today on Monday. I have 16 out of 50 Assassin medals, which don't seem to unlock in Team Deathmatch for some reason, but they unlock in Plunder. That's kind of weird, but I think it's every maybe 3 stealth kills you'll get one. And then I have 39 out of 50 Commando medals, which is 3 long gun kills in Team Deathmatch. So I have made reasonable progress on it, and like I said, I will get more trophies done, and it'll be more cleaned up. It'll hopefully be at around 75%, depending on how many of the silver trophies I can get done, because I haven't really looked at any of the co-op yet. I mean, I probably should, because I've now got all the co-op weapons upgrades, so I'm sure I could do some of the easier co-op trophies in the next week or so. I probably should look at that, because those only require 3 people as well. And then the main game I worked on this week in terms of going for a platinum is God of War. God of War 2018. Finally getting back to playing this game. I've been really putting it off for a while for whatever reason, because it wasn't really critical for me to get done, because like I've always said, it has no multiplayer, no DLC, no missable or difficulty related trophies, which is awesome and makes it an ideal game for trophy hunters in a lot of ways. So first off, I finished the game, so I had not even gotten as far as getting the Blades of Chaos, which is kind of hilarious. But I finished the story. The story is fantastic. I see why everyone loves it. I explored all the areas of the Lake of Nine and Vithurgard, so I finished both of those. I accessed both Muspelheim and Niflheim. I know I'm probably not pronouncing any of those correctly. But I did access those areas. I have fully upgraded my health and rage. I killed 1,000 enemies, which is pretty much unmissable. I finished freeing the dragons. I finished all the favors in the game, so those are actually all done, not just the Brock and Sindri ones. So what I'm currently missing, I haven't found all the artifacts yet. The only place I have left that I haven't finished in terms of like what counts toward the 100% are the Council of Valkyries, which we'll get to that in a second, and the Shores of Nine, which I'm mostly done with, but I'm still missing a handful of collectibles around the Shores of Nine. I'm missing the artifacts, I'm missing a couple of the gates and stuff like that, but that's the only place left, so I'm probably going to finish that on Monday as well. So that's going to be done, which is going to be kind of nice. That's another collectible trophy. Found all the Ravens. The Ravens can actually be pretty tough to find, so thankfully there are guides out there for it. I just followed PowerPix's guides for each area. Fully upgraded Runic Attack. Surprised I didn't already have that done. Fully upgraded the Axe and the Blades of Chaos. Takes a little bit of time, but it's pretty simple. Purchased the Traveler and Ancient Armor sets. Those were actually pretty easy to purchase. I had more than enough materials for them. The Wayward Spirits are a type of side quest favor, whatever you want to call it. Treasure map to find all the dig spots is going to be my last trophy because there's more of them than I thought, to be honest. Like, I didn't think there were that many, but there's actually quite a few. So I'm making a little bit of progress on that, but I haven't really focused too much on it yet. But there's actually quite a few. There's like maybe 15 or 20 of them. So I've got a little ways to go on that, and it's probably going to be my last trophy. The Jotnar Shrines. This one's kind of annoying because it doesn't track these on the map. You have to go to your codex to check it. So that's a little bit more annoying, but I did finish finding all of those. So, I mean, it's not too hard. It's just do note that they don't track there. I have not finished all the trials yet. I've got 2 trials left. I've finished all the basic stuff in Muspelheim, however you pronounce it. I finished most of it, but I still have the last 2 trials. Like, I have Impossible Trial 5, which I don't know what it is. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. And then whatever the final trial is. Out of the trials, the only one that was really difficult so far has been Impossible Trial 1. It requires you to kill 15 enemies without taking damage. And I mean, it's not that hard. It's mostly just the fact you have a Soul Devourer as the final enemy, and they can hit you from pretty far away, and you have to hit them in a specific spot using only the axe throws. So that one took a solid like 10 or 15 tries to get a good strategy worked out for him, because I got to him almost every run. I just could never seem to take him out smartly, but I eventually did it, so thankfully that's done. And then the next 3 Impossible Trials were actually really easy. I got through all those first try. So I've just got to do those couple things, and I'll be done with that trophy and be done with that whole region. So then all I'll have left is the Shores of Nine, the treasure maps, and, of course, the Valkyries. Now, this trophy right here just requires you to grind a lot of Mist Echoes in the Niflheim area. Not too difficult, just kind of boring and just probably doesn't really need to be there. The Valkyries. Now, admittedly, I've beaten the first 8 Valkyries. A couple of them gave me trouble, but most of them I beat first try. All that's left is the Valkyrie Queen. Now, I've fought her once so far. I only got her down to about 60% of her health. However, as I tweeted about this, I was only a level 6, and I thought it was a good idea to try to do this fight at level 6 without any of the mist gear or anything. So naturally that first try was probably going to go very badly because I didn't have all the equipment I needed for it. So I'm not going to fight her again until I finish some of the other trophies and get all my, like, the legendary, legendary mist gear, the, like, deadly mist gear, whatever it's called. Once I get that fully upgraded, then I'll go back and fight her again. Because, I mean, I was very low leveled, and I still got it down to 60% health, which isn't too bad for a first try, not knowing what I was doing. So, hopefully this will be tolerable, but it looks like it's going to be pretty annoying. So, really not looking forward to that, but that is probably the hardest thing left, along with those last 2 Impossible Trials. So, we'll see what happens. We'll see how long that takes me to get through. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Hopefully it isn't too infuriating, but we'll see, and I can't guarantee it won't be really infuriating, because it could be. Because everyone says that's by far the hardest part of the game is the Valkyrie Queen, and I think I can see why so far. But yeah, that's what I'm working on with God of War. I'm getting close to being done with that. I'm going to try to Platinum God of War this week. And then I really need to work on, down here, Lego Ninjago, the movie. I got it on Gamefly, and I've been really lazy about playing it. I still haven't even started it yet, even though it's on Gamefly. I really need to go ahead and work on that. Because, I mean, it's a Gamefly game, and I want to get it done so I can send it back and get something else. Though I'm pretty much running out of stuff to play on Gamefly in the future, so probably won't be keeping the subscription for too much longer. So, with that, level 68, 13%, 16,869 total trophies, 391 platinums, 2,233 golds, 4,290 silvers, 9,955 bronzes. So, as for games I will be playing this week, I'm going to hopefully platinum God of War. I'm hopefully going to get started on Lego Ninjago because I really should, because it's Gamefly. I'm going to continue working on Uncharted 3 and get as much of it done as I can, as stated before. But as for other important news, I've actually just accepted a new job, so soon enough I'm going to have to be moving again and going through all of that, so there's going to be inconsistencies with schedules for not this coming week, like this week should be fine, but the week after this is going to be inconsistent, as will the week after that, because I'm going to be starting to get moved, and I'm going home to go to a couple of football games. I don't know when my starting date is. We haven't settled on that one yet. It'll probably be, hopefully, at the end of September, because I need some time to get moved and prepared and stuff, so hopefully I have until then. But that is what's going to be happening in the near future, so it is going to be some busy times. I'm very excited to be working again. In all honesty, this job, pretty much everything is better than the job I was working in Cincinnati, with the exception of the commute being a bit of a haul, but because I wanted to live somewhere that's better. So anyway, that's really about the only downside to it, and I am actually excited to get back to work again. Because, I mean, there's some advantages of not working, but I'd rather be working personally. I think I don't like being bored, personally. I'm that kind of person. I really don't like being bored. I don't like just sitting around and doing nothing. So, yeah, that's how that's going to work. And really, it's not even going to get in the way of Uncharted 3 because, you know, I mean, I'm going to get done what I get done with Uncharted 3. I've really only got about one more week to kind of work on it. But we'll see what gets done. I mean, I don't know yet exactly what's going to get done. We'll see. Like I said, I want to get a few more of those trophies done, some of the co-op stuff done. So hopefully I will get to that 75-ish%, or maybe we'll get really lucky and they will decide to extend the server shutdown by like another month. Because like I've said before, if they were to extend the shutdown by another month, I would really actually consider trying to go for that 100%, because at that point, it might actually be doable, but it's not going to be doable in the current time frame. If you're going to try to do Uncharted 2 or The Last of Us, this is probably about the latest time you could get started, because you only have about 2 weeks left. So you can try risking it. I wouldn't suggest it personally, but I guess theoretically you might still be able to get them done. So that's really about it. So like this week I'm going to be focusing heavily on Uncharted 3 and God of War, trying to finish those, trying to get started on Lego Ninjago, and maybe going and doing something else. Those are the main games, because Just Cause 4's last DLC doesn't come out until like August 29th or something, and that's only for people who have the Gold Edition. I don't have the Gold Edition, but presumably the Season Pass doesn't count in that, so presumably I won't be able to play it till everyone else can on September 5th. I believe it's September 5th that it comes out for everyone, so I don't know exactly what's going to happen with that, but we'll see, and I will be excited to have that game at 100% and have the franchise 100%ed. I'm assuming that we're going to start getting the Year 2 stuff for Fallout 76 within the next couple months, like the return to having NPCs and stuff, which will give me a reason to go back to Fallout 76 and play it again, you know, and actually, you know, power through to level 100 and beat the Scorchbeast Queen. And that'll be nice to have all the Fallout games done, though I'm sure we'll have DLC trophies for it as well. And hopefully they aren't too bad, but you never really know with Bethesda these days, because everything just works. So really, that's about it. I'll also try to get maybe 1 or 2 easy platinums done this week, because I didn't get any this past week. Because I want to just go ahead and get a few platinums done so I can go ahead and get Red Dead as number 400 and then pretty much shelve the game until its DLC comes out at some point. So hope you guys enjoyed the update. Like I said, I knew this was going to be a bit of a shorter one, but hope you guys enjoyed, and see you this week.